Hi, everybody. Good morning and a good Texas morning here for day two of the 2019 ACHA Division II National Championships. It's Penn State against Montana State here on the ACHA Broadcast Network. My name's Lou Gamlin, and I'm alongside my tag team partner, John Peterson and JP. We got ourselves a game between two teams looking for their first win. What are your initial observations on what to expect here this morning?
Well, this is going to be a big game for both teams, especially Penn State. They came into the tournament last year ranked as the number one team in the country, and they basically laid an egg going 0-3. They lost yesterday, and they've got to come out here and get a win, or they're going to be going home. Montana State, they've got to come out here and get a win. They lost a big game to Aquinas yesterday. Really, really big loss for them. It was 6-0, I believe. And, they have to come out here and show up. This is going to be a battle to see who wants a chance to survive.
Well, Penn State will start Will Holtforster in goal, and his counterpart will be Christian Butler from Montana State. We get a quick whistle out of the gate. And, JP, Penn State lost 5-2 yesterday. Montana State lost 6-0. Christian Butler, though, he had 45 saves in a 6-0 loss.
Yeah, it was the funny thing is both teams kind of, came out and played physical. Penn State basically controlled the game against Northeastern yesterday for a good chunk of that first period, and then they just fell behind and couldn't recover.
And I was impressed with the speed of Montana State as well. Even though they lost 6-0, they had their chances early and often, but they couldn't solve Roman Malkov from Aquinas. Off the face-off. Puck in between the rings in the slot area, and it's going to be played out to center ice. Going after the puck for Penn State, Jake O'Donnell, one of the assistant captains. There's one right out in front. Oh, unfortunately, Adam Avave couldn't come up with it. He had a point-blank range chance, and the puck was deflected out of play, and we'll get a face-off. 32 seconds into this one, day two, we're scoreless.
See, stuff like that happened to Penn State yesterday in that game against Northeastern. They got into scoring situations and just the little things that didn't go their way. A little bounce, a little deflected puck, and the quality scoring chances just weren't there.
The face-off will be to the right of Christian Butler, and it's controlled by Penn State, with the puck. Joey Delia over on the right side. It goes near corner. Now it's going to be played out to center ice. Montana State looking for the possession of the puck. They get it. They bring it up over the line. Michael Truex throws it in behind the Penn State goal. They dig at it over on the near side. Penn State will come up with a puck, try to clear the zone. They do. Good move by Ambrose Quadro, and he gets his pocket pick, though, and it's thrown in behind the Penn State goal. Just about a minute gone in this opening period. Glad you could join us here on the AQ Sports, or on the ACHA Broadcast Network. As I know, early going here, day two, we'll get it straight. Puck in behind the Montana State goal, and it's played out to center ice. With the puck over the line is Jack Quaylen. Quaylen, one of the speedsters on this Montana State team. Puck, though, played back in the Montana State zone. A minute and a half into this opening period, still scoreless. Both teams kind of feeling each other out as they go back and forth on this day two of the 2019 ACHA Division II playoffs, national tournament, pool play. Both teams 0-1, and we get the cover-up of the puck by the goaltender Butler for Montana State. A minute 45 gone, no score.
You talk about feeling each other out here in this the opening goings. One interesting thing to note, I think Penn State's going to have to score first here. Try and get on the board if they want to, take this one home.
Referees in today's game, Mark Marzola and Michael Creighton. Your linesmen for this game this morning, Christopher Lee and Ian Miller. Puck now played in the neutral zone. It's going to roll down into the Penn State end as it trickles down there slowly. Coming up with it are the Nittany Lions. The Ice Lions, Lossick will take the puck, throw it down in the Montana State end. They chop at it over in the near corner. They come up with it in behind the Montana State goal. Finally coming up with the puck for Penn State is Hendrickson. They dig away at it over in the near corner. Also going after it is Monkman for Penn State. They chop at it over in the near corner as we're about 2.5 minutes gone in this opening period. Both teams scoreless. One shot apiece as far as the shots on goal for both teams. Puck still played deep in the Montana State zone as the Bobcats try to get it out. There's one shot wide of the goal. Coming up with the long rebound, Brian Green. And we're going to get a puck played down in the the Montana State zone still, and it's deflected back in the neutral zone area. Puck played in behind the Penn State goal as they dig away at it out to center ice. And it's going to be played in the neutral zone area by Luke Bing. Bing, who had the game-winning goal against Boise in the regional semifinal, 0.5 of a second left to help send Montana State here to the Nationals. Puck loose in behind the Penn State goal as they come out, as they send their attack. Justin Bornasian will play it out to center ice and is finally still fought for in the neutral zone. First big hit of the game laid by Ryan Padden, the junior out of Fort Peck, Montana, and they play it back in the Penn State zone as Montana State trying to get some pressure on the Ice Lions here in the early going. There's a big collision over on the far side, laying the lumber for Montana State. Russell Connie up against Jake Worcester. There's one loose right at the doorstep and kicked away over in the far corner. Puck played out to the slot area and deflected out to neutral, or to the center ice area. Coming up with it, Brendan Horgus. Horgus backtracks with the puck. He gets it now in the neutral zone. Tries to one-hand it, but he was bounced off the puck momentarily. Good feed going in towards the goal. Nico Grieco has the puck played over there in the far corner. They chop away at it with under 4 minutes gone in this opening period. Still both teams scoreless. There's a centering play right out in front. And it's going to be played all the way down for an icing call. And with 15:40 to go, JP, both teams still scoreless.
Yeah, both teams still scoreless. Still trying to get into a row here. The one thing that you have to look at as well is both teams can play a physical game. They did get physical in both games yesterday, and that's probably going to continue if this pace of play continues.
Face-off controlled by Penn State, held in at the blue line. Johnson tries to throw one towards the net. His shot is blocked. Coming up with the Blues puck, Orion Herman. Herman tries the outlet pass, bounced off one of the referees and goes back into the Penn State zone. Puck held at the blue line now. Here comes Penn State, 2-on-1 the other way. Grieco comes up over the line. He throws one towards the net. Puck goes all the way over into the near corner. It's going to bounce out to center ice. Penn State so far carrying the action in the Montana State zone with about 5 minutes gone in this opening period of a scoreless tie. Penn State digs away. There's a shot right in the breadbasket of Christian Butler, and he'll hang on. 14:58 to go, 3-1. Shots advantage for Penn State.
Tell you what, Christian Butler with a nice save there. It kind of came off his shoulder, and he didn't know where it was for a second and realized he had it in his pads and covered up.
That was a great point that Andrew Shapiro made last night in the game against Aquinas. He's going to do that an awful lot. Really uses his upper body as a shield more often than his arms or his trapper. Here comes a potential breakaway up over the line for Montana State. Puck thrown in behind the goal. All the way out to center ice. The Bobcats will regroup with the puck. They play it in the neutral zone. And Penn State finally tries to come up with it right in front of us. Justin Bornasian plays it in the neutral zone. 5.5 minutes gone in this opening period of a scoreless tie. Puck played in the neutral zone, backtracking with the puck is Penn State. They feed it at the Montana State blue line, dump it in the zone, and it's going to be stopped by Christian Butler, senior out of Billings, Montana. The puck played out to center ice, 2-on-2 the other way, knocking it down into the zone. Ryan Perius plays all the way around the Penn State goal, held in at the blue line with a shot. Rebound, going to be right out in front. It's still loose in the left face-off circle. First big opportunity, good save by the goaltender for Penn State, Holt Forster. Puck played out at center ice. Penn State comes up with it. They play it at the blue line, and it's going to be corralled by Montana State. One handing it up over the line. Beecher takes it. He's bounced off the puck in behind the Penn State goal, and they roll it around the boards. Held in at the point with a shot. Whistled wide of the goal. Goes all the way around to the left point in the blue line, and it's going to be played now by Penn State. They try to tip it out of the zone, and they do. Coming up with the loose puck, Freddie Monkman. He plays it down into the Montana State end. Just about 6.5 minutes gone. They dig away at it now at center ice. Still both teams scoreless. 6 shots total on goal, 4 for Penn State and 2 for Montana State as they play the puck down into the zone. Skated around in behind the goal. Centering play, one-timer. There's a rebound. goes in behind the Montana State goal. They chop at it back there. Big opportunity for the Ice Lions. Puck played in the right face-off circle with a shot up over the top of the goal. Montana State comes up with it. They try to clear the zone, still held in at the blue line. And finally the Bobcats come up with it. One handing it up over the line, Sam Coulter. Coulter with a drive goes wide of the goal, and then he misses a big check. Good play to hold it in. Jewell has it. He throws it towards the net. Rebound right out in front. And here comes Penn State. 3-on-2 the other way up over the line. Worcester. He's bounced off the puck. Butler will hang on. 12-16 to go. Here in this opening period, we're scoreless.
I'll tell you what, the puck doesn't want to sit in the slot for anybody here. Both teams have had their chances, but the puck just seems to be eluding everyone when it's in the slot in the offensive zone.
Face-off will be to the right of Butler, as it's going to be O'Donnell going up against Bing. Check that was Granatier up against Bing, and it's controlled by Montana State. They quickly bring it up over the line. There's a shot, and it's gloved off with authority that time by the goaltender. And that, of course, Will Holtforster, the junior, out of Mississauga, Ontario.
Yeah, Holtforster, he had a pretty okay game yesterday. He'd had face some quality shots, especially on the special teams. That's where Northeastern prevailed in that one.
Holtforster, the face-off will be to his right, controlled in the slot area now by Penn State. Finally trying to make a play on it was Nico Grieco. It's still played at center ice. Now, boy, he's being the busybody, trying to get the puck amongst three Montana State Bobcats. But now here come the Bobcats over the line. 1-on-3, whipping on the opportunity that time was Quaylen. Now here comes Penn State. 2-on-2 the other way, up over the line, O'Donnell. O'Donnell tries to find Grieco in the slot. There's an odd-angled shot deflected off the side of the net. No to play. 11:33 to go, opening period, opening game of day 2 of the ACHA Division II National Championships. Were scoreless.
Yeah, Montana State trying to get into the offensive zone there of Penn State. Quaylen could have had a pass to his left as he was going into the zone. Instead, he tried to take a shot between two people, and it didn't work. Tried to see a pass there. Might have been a little bit better opportunity.
Puck controlled at the blue line by the Ice Lions. They throw it in behind the goal. Going after it is O'Donnell. Hold in at the blue line. Losick with a shot that deflects up off the safety netting again and out of play. And that'll keep the face-off in the Montana State end.
Now, one thing that Penn State seen yesterday against Northeastern, a lot of shots being blocked. Same went for Montana State against Aquinas.
Face-off controlled momentarily by the Bobcats. They try to get a rush. They bring it up over the line. Coming up with it is Gary. Backtracks to try to throw one towards the corner. He does. Picked up by Perius. Perius has it over on the far side. Now Penn State comes up with a loose puck. They're going to play it outlet out of the zone. Good cross-ice pass to O'Donnell. He comes up over the line. There's another one. Give and go with an opportunity. It was a great idea, but the puck just a little bit hard off the stick. There's a play again. Give and go one more time. Penn State trying to push the action now. Puck back at the blue line. Played out at now. Here's a 3-on-2 opportunity momentarily for the Bobcats. Up over the line with it was Perius. He gets bounced off the puck. There's a play. That time by Ross Hansen, gloved off by Holtforster. And we get a little come-to-Jesus meeting in front of the net. 10:34 to go, opening period. Both teams still scoreless.
A couple of nice setups by both teams. First Penn State down the other end, going cross ice 2 times. And now Montana State down here again, trying to get a cross ice pass in front of the net. And both teams getting very close, just not there yet.
Face-off will be to the right of Holtforster, and they chop at it, controlled finally by the Ice Lions. They skated out of the zone, and they're going to dump it down in the near corner. Horgus, the center for Penn State. Oh, there's a big hit. Laid on Russell Connie in behind the goal. Cleared but not out, held in at the point. Good play to throw it over in the corner that time by Horgus. They throw it around the boards here on the near side. Coming up on halfway through this opening period of a 0-0 tie. Puck over in the near corner, going after it was Piliskanens for Montana State. And the puck is now played back in the neutral zone and into the Penn State area. There's a puck deflected at center ice. Coming up with it, Montana State. They tried a nifty move to clear the zone by Bing. Bing, little dipsy-do to get it into the Penn State zone, and he gets crunched for his efforts. And it's still loose by the left face-off circle. Now cleared out. Still both teams scoreless, 6-4 shots on goal, PSU.
Yeah, 6-4 right away. It's been very close both ways. You know, it's not like one team's dominating the other. Teams just got to work a little bit hard to get these opportunities.
Face-off again to the right of the goaltender, Holtforster, and they come up with it at center ice, does Penn State, but they're just going to rifle it down for another icing call again. 9:28 to go in this opening period. Both teams scoreless again. Day 2 of the Division II National Championships of pool play. Both teams looking for their first win here this year. Montana State, their first win in their history. Penn State has lost 5 straight dating back to 2017. Face-off will be corralled by Penn State. They try to clear the zone. It's finally out to center ice, and it's going to roll back. Butler's going to have to hang on. He'll just tap it away to Michael Truex, one of the assistant captains for Montana State. Little give and go up over the line. Moscone brings it over in the corner. Or check that, Ryan Padden, and they roll it over into the far corner. And it's loose over in the slot area. Held in by Montana State. They'll try to play it over there. Padden goes after it, but he's hounded closely by one of the Penn State defensemen. Puck played out to center ice. Now up over the line, coming up with it towards the Montana State goal. It's loose. There's a rebound right out in front, and they score! Freddie Monkman gets the goal. Time of the goal, 10 minutes and 19 seconds. Penn State up 1-0.
All right, I mentioned earlier how important it was for Penn State to get that first goal. And Monkman's able to get the rebound standing in front. It was went through a couple of players as the puck just floated over, and Penn State on the board, lead 1-0.
That's a great feeling to get that opening goal. What a confidence booster it will be indeed for the Ice Lions as they strike first. Time of the goal, 11:19. Freddie Monkman makes it 1-0 Penn State. Penn State with a little extra pep in their step, and we get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Immediate timeout. 8:31 to go here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Penn State. You're watching the National Championships here on the ACHA Broadcast Network. On the ACHA Broadcast Network after the media timeout. 8:31 to go in this opening period of a 1-0 lead for Penn State. Freddie Monkman at 11:19, and JP, that's what the Ice Lions needed to get the extra boost of confidence to try to get their first win in a few years.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was what they exactly needed, just to get themselves into a lead and play from up front once in a while. The other thing is, momentum goes a long way, and Penn State, going into this game, had big games in the past, but they just weren't able to get on top, and now they are. So this may work in their favor.
Momentum's a huge thing, and they've got it now at the 11:19 mark with that opening goal. 1-0 Penn State. Face-off was to the right of the goaltender, Holtforster. And we're going to get a power play coming up for Montana State as we had a tripping call as the puck's played with a shot wide of the goal. So Montana State with their chance with the extra man as the penalty was called on Penn State. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Montana State looks to set it up as Connor Steffen has it. Played in behind the Montana State goal, or the Penn State goal rather. Setting it up, quarterbacking the power play, Cody Thomas. He plays it cross ice over to Jay Forbes, and Penn State will clear the zone. They've got a shorthanded opportunity. Delia plays it up over the line. There's a long rebound. Shorthanded, and finally Montana State will come up with it. They played out to center ice. 1:20 to go in the power play. 7:37 to go here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Penn State.
Waiting for the goal announcement to see who got the assists on that one, because I know a couple of Ice Lions touched it as it was going toward the net.
Looked like a mad scramble. Maybe they're talking about that right now over by the scorers table. As again, 7:37 to go here in this opening period of a 1-0 hockey game. As we said, Freddie Mockman at 11:19, yeah.
Took a while for them to get on the board, but somebody finally did, right?
That's right. Now, now that they've got a little bit of confidence built up, as we mentioned. If you're Montana State, they're still looking for their first goal at championships. You know, that's got to make it tough, though, JP. When you start to think about it even more and more. When now where they're going on almost 7 periods without that goal, or 4 periods rather.
Yeah, there's teams get here, they expect it to be rough. Sometimes they really don't realize how tough it is to compete here at Nationals. But, it's an experience. You got to come in here prepared, get ready for 3 days of action in pool play anyway. And, that's the one thing that's different from Division One. Division One's just got that one-and-done type game system, and here you got the pool play. So you're definitely coming for 3 days. You just got to see what you're going to do once you get here. And I think Montana State is experiencing what it is like for the first time, right? And,
I talked with Dave Weaver on my radio show about a month ago, and he had said the thing he was more worried about was the defensive side of the game, because he wasn't worried about being able to put the puck in the net, but unfortunately the tables have turned for them. Face-off is thrown down in the Montana State end. We've got 1:10 left in the power play for Penn State, 7:25 to go. For Montana State, 7:25 to go here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of the Ice Lions, as it's now played in the Montana State zone and cleared. Short-handed, Jake O'Donnell will bring it up. There's a shot. Oh, it's deflected, and they score! Wow, what a fluke goal that time, short-handed. And throwing it towards the net was O'Donnell. And I think Nico Grieco might have got the tip in for the Ice Lions.
It's a possibility, because he's leading the charge over there on the flyby, so.
Time of the goal, 12 minutes and 53 seconds. It was just one of those floaters that Butler didn't see.
Yep.
And I think it might have got tipped in by Nico Grieco. We'll wait and get the official word.
Yep.
Jake O'Donnell got the assist. 12:53 the time of the goal. A shorty makes it 2-0 Penn State, as they now have a little extra pep in their step again. Still 25 seconds left in the minor penalty to Penn State. So Montana State now really going to have to regroup with under 6.5 minutes to go in his first period. Now down 2-0. Up over the line, coming over into the corner with the puck. Connor Steffen trying to make a play, setting up the power play. Up at the point, Cody Thomas plays it over on the left side. Now a give and go with a shot. Oh, it's loose right in traffic. There's a rebound deflected. And it's going to be played over in the corner by Penn State. Now they play it back out to center ice. And both teams now at full strength, so 0 for 1 on the power play for Montana State. Puck lifted out to center ice for the Ice Lions, as they now have a 2-0 lead. Puck played now up over the line. Coming is Horgas. Horgas with a give and go to O'Donnell. Drop pass coming in on goal. Tic-tac-toe! What a beautiful play. Jake O'Donnell will get the goal this time. And it's 3-0 Penn State. Time of the goal, 14-12.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Olavi's going to get one of the assists there, because he came in and made the deke around and make the pass across. So it was a beautiful play by Penn State. Nice setup.
Tic-tac-toe, 3-0 just like that. Penn State starting to put the pressure on Montana State, and maybe playing with a little chip on their shoulder after the way they lost last night. Puck played around into the Penn State goal. Now on the near side. And Stepan Horgas and Olave get credit for the assist. 14-12 the time of the goal, and it's going to be covered up by Butler. So JP now, just like that, Montana State in a hole down 3-0 And they got to figure out a way to regroup and try to get one back before the end of the period.
Yeah, they got to try and slow things down a little bit up here as Penn State's just taking off offensively, taking advantage of the breakaways and the odd man rushes that they've been having. So, you know, if you're Montana State, you just got to try and get something positive to happen here in the next couple of shifts.
With the puck deep in the Montana State end, the ice lines thrown in now from the point, and Butler will glove it off for his 11th shot on goal. That'll be his 8th save of the period. 5:14 to go here in this opening period. 3-0 Penn State already. DeLaurinaitis will take the face-off for the Ice Lions as he went up against Luke Bing. Puck rolls around the boards, now out to center ice as the Bobcats will throw it down towards the goal, and it's going to be gloved off and hung on to by the goaltender Holtforster, as that'll be the 7th shot on goal for the Bobcats, and the face-off will stay to his right deep in the Penn State zone.
Again, I think Montana State's just got to get something to happen here in the last 5:03, something positive to happen, get their minds off of the scoreboard.
Face-off won by the Bobcats. They throw it down into the corner. They dig away at it in behind the Penn State goal. Now the Ice Lions come up with it. They're going to lead the charge out of the zone, out to the neutral zone, showing a little extra speed. Coming up over the line quickly with a shot. Deflected out of play that time by Freddie Mockman, who had the opening goal for the for the Ice Lions. 4:47 left in this opening period as the Ice Lions coming out with a fervor, up 3-0 here in day 2.
You keep trying to say Nittany Lions, and it's in hockey, it's the Ice Lions.
Off the face-off, controlled by Montana State, and Truex gets his play deflected again up in the safety netting over by their bench, and that'll keep the face-off deep in the Montana State zone. Face-off still loose right at the face-off circle. Penn State comes up with it. There's one deflected over in the left face-off circle. It's deflected again in behind the goal. Penn State will go after it in the near corner. Coming up with the loose puck, Hendrickson. Hendrickson plays it over there. Now it's loose right on in front. Deflected wide of the goal. They hammer at it over there. We got a penalty call coming up to Montana State. So Penn State will go to their first power play up 3-0. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes and 43 seconds.
Who do we got going? 93, right?
So it looks like Ross Jewell will be going to the penalty box for the Grizzlies. Or Bobcats. Boy, I'm really having a hard time with these nicknames this morning. Face-off over in the far corner, held in at the blue line by Penn State. High sticking the call on Jewell, so 4 minutes left in this opening period. Puck played out to center ice. Here come the Grizzlies, or the Bobcats shorthanded. Played over in the far corner, Hendrickson. Bounced off the puck. Coming up with it now are the Ice Lions. They've got the power play. Over the line, Jake O'Donnell. O'Donnell brings it in the near zone, and he's bounced off the puck. They play it over in the near corner again. They look to set it up at the blue line. Now dumped in the corner in behind the goal. Olave has it. He skates it around the near corner, back out on top. Played in the slot area. Backhand shot deflected over to the other side. Coming up with the loose puck, a Quadro for Penn State. He comes in close with an odd opening period. 3-0 our score.
You know, one thing I noticed with Montana State, as they've fallen behind, their physicality has gone down. I don't know if you noticed the same thing.
Look, centering play. Good poke check right at the last second by the Bobcats, and they'll clear the puck all the way down the other end of the ice. 53 seconds left in the opening period, or the power play rather. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in this opening period. Set up the power play opportunity. They bring it up over the line. Horgus with it, but he's bounced off the puck, and it squirts out to center ice, and the Ice Lions will have to regroup with it. 2:35 left in the period, 17 seconds left, and really one shot on goal for the power play for the Ice Lions. And Montana State will just clear the zone, coming in short-handed with a shot, and he scores! Ryan Patton, short-handed. 7 seconds left in the penalty. And Montana State with their first goal of the tournament. 3-1. Time of the goal, 17:37.
Now that's what Montana State needed there to get back into this one. Short-handed goal, killing off a penalty. It's got to get them psyched to end the period this way.
What a huge, huge play that time for Montana State. JP, you hit the nail on the head. Big momentum changer. They could really build off of this one. 2 short-handed goals here in this opening period. 3-1 hockey game. Here come the Ice Lions into the zone, but their pocket is picked. Puck loose at center ice, now played at the Montana State blue line. There's a nifty move coming in on goal. Right out in front with a shot. Deflected wide. And it's still loose over in the near corner. Under 2 minutes to go in this opening period. Puck fought for over in the near corner, now out to center ice. And it's going to be thrown down into the Montana State zone as the Ice Lions will get the puck in a line change as we're down to about 1:38 to go here in this opening period. Puck thrown down behind the Montana State goal. They dig away at it down there. 14-8, the shots on goal advantage for the Ice Lions. Puck played out to center ice, deflected right there. Almost on a breakaway was Padden again, but the puck now played at the blue line. Coming in on goal with a shot. Luke Baker, check that. The other number 11, that one, Jake Worcester for Penn State. And gloved off by Butler. Butler has faced 15 shots with 12 saves here in this opening 19 minutes. There's a play loose in behind the goal and going to be played over there on the right side. Montana State coming up with it. They skate up over the blue line. Digging away at it over there now in the corner. In behind the goal, going after it for Penn State was Brendan Horgus. Now they play it over in the near zone in the Penn State end. The Ice Lions looking to make a charge. They come up in the neutral zone area. Oh, almost an opportunity again for the Bobcats to try to get in on goal. We're down to under a minute to go, 40 seconds to be exact. And we've got a 3-1 hockey game in favor of the Ice Lions. Puck played out to center ice. Montana State showing a little extra vigor. There's a big elbow thrown, and we get an offsides call. 28.8 left to go here in this opening period. 3-1 our score. The Ice Lions over the Bobcats. Face-off will just be outside the Penn State blue line as right in front of us, puck controlled by the Bobcats. They throw it towards the goal. Bounces in behind the Penn State goal. Right there is where, there's a potential giveaway. Centering play. Deflected wide of the goal. 18 seconds left to go. Puck held in at the blue line. Thrown towards the net with a shot. Deflected wide of the goal. Penn State will hold it deep in their own zone, trying to clear it. We're down to 5 seconds left, and that's going to just about do it for the end of the first period. Action-packed for Penn State, jumping out to a 3-0 lead. And Montana State with a shorthanded goal, making it a 3-1 hockey game. As the goal scores, Freddie Monkman at 11:19, Nico Grieco at 12:53, and Jake O'Donnell at 14:12. But Ryan Padden at 17:37 as we go down now to JP with an on-ice interview.
All right, thanks, Lou. We're down here with Coach Weaver. Coach, you guys fell behind 3-1. Penn State seemed to get a couple of bounces there and get their game going. You guys got one late. How big is that goal for you guys going into the second period?
Well, I think it's huge for us to get a little bit of momentum back. Down 3-0 to start chipping away at the lead it's a big goal for us.
What's your message going to be to the guys coming out for the second period?
We got to eliminate defensive zone turnovers is the number one thing, and then start to turn on offense and get some pucks on net.
It seems you guys got a little less physical there as the period went on.
Yeah, we need to keep up being physical. It's part of our game, especially when we get it into the offensive zone and start our cycle play. So we got to get it deep and just kind of go back to work.
Okay, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck the rest of the way.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Lou, back up to you.
Thanks, JP. So 3-1 our score after 20 minutes of play here on day 2 of the ACHA Division II National Championships pool play. We'll be back in about 14 minutes with the start of the second period. You're watching the National Championships of Division II on the ACHA Broadcast Network. And welcome back to day 2 of the ACHA Division II National Tournament. 3-1 Penn State after 20 minutes of play. Yours truly, Lou Gamelin, along with John Peterson. JP, a 3-0 lead for Penn State, but then a huge momentum swing, I think, for Montana State as they were able to get a shorthanded goal to make it 3-1.
Yeah, it was the one thing that Montana State needed to have happen. They needed to get a goal. Having gotten that shorthanded gave them a little bit more than they actually needed to have, because they were able to kill off the shorthanded situation, but they were able to get on the scoreboard. So that's something that gives you a little extra going into the period. Coach Weaver said it himself. That's a big play for them.
16-9, the shots on goal for Penn State in that opening period as they gained control of the puck deep in their own end. Just underway here in the second period. 3-1 our score in favor of the Ice Lions over the Bobcats, and I promise I will not make that mistake again the rest of this game. There's one loose right at the doorstep, and it's back in the slot area. Boy, Montana State got away with one there, coming up back over the line into the Penn State end. They chop at it. There's a centering play by the Bobcats, but now here come the Ice Lions out to center ice, and they'll dump it down into the Bobcat zone.
Yeah, that save just, I think, saved Montana State from really falling apart there.
Boy, JP, real quick, a lot of times you'll see some of these teams in the first minute or so sleepwalk, and that's why I always say the minute crunch time is huge at the beginning and the end of each period.
Yeah, well, you always say you don't want to give up a goal going into a period or coming out of a period. And, big goal for Montana State scoring toward the end of the first, but almost a little bit of adversity crunch there as they come close to giving up the second.
We're going to get a Montana State penalty as the goaltender Holt Forster came out for the extra attacker, so it's going to be the second power play opportunity. But ironically enough, JP, both teams have given up a shorthanded goal on the power play.
Yeah, it's the special teams again. I mean, yesterday Penn State giving up 3, I believe, power play goals. Hit from behind on, it looks like number 24.
I want to mention real quick before the face-off, we've got the Jake O'Donnell fan club sitting in front of us. Jake's last games this weekend, and of course he's got the third goal of the afternoon for Penn State. So all taking a group picture, making the trip from Pennsylvania to down here to Plano, Texas. And shorthanded, almost an opportunity again for Ross Hansen. 18:25 to go here in this second period of 3-1 hockey game in favor of Penn State.
Yeah, I know calling games from past seasons with the William Patterson Pioneers. We've played Penn State a few times, and Jake O'Donnell's been a mainstay in this lineup for Penn State.
And he's looked strong here this afternoon. He's got a goal and a helper for the Ice Lions. 1:35 left in the power play for Penn State as they try to get control to get that power play going. As JP mentioned, they gave up a few power play goals in the game yesterday as they look to try to get one of their own. Coming in on goal, it's behind the Bobcat goal, or the Ice Lions rather. They play it over in the corner. Centering play deflected over on the far side. Going after it was a Quadro for Penn State on the power play. As they now look to set it up, they quarterback it out on front at the blue line. There's a cross-ice pass. A one-timer deflected. And unfortunately, O'Donnell couldn't get a grip on that puck as it looks like he might have had an opening. Puck at the blue lines, one handing it is Alave. Alave, who had a penalty shot goal for the Ice Lions yesterday, plays it over in the corner. Now they play it on the far side, and it's going to be deflected the length of the ice. 38 seconds left with the extra man for Penn State. Quickly up over the line. It's played by Losick, and they score! A power play goal for the Ice Lions. Time of the goal, 2 minutes and 53 seconds, and it's back to a 3-goal lead for Penn State.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Penn State. They were able to break in. It looked like it was a 3-on-1 that quickly turned into a 2-on-0 after the pass was sent over. And it was just a little fake shot drop pass to an open man who put it in the open net.
Jake Worcester will get credit for that power play goal for the Ice Lions, so just what the doctor ordered for them. Actually, they're going to give it to Stefan Horgus, as that'll make it 4-1 now in favor of the Ice Lions, as we mentioned. So they've got a shorthanded goal and a power play goal, and it's now 4-1 in favor of the Ice Lions. 2:53 the time of the goal, and again now it's up to a 3-goal margin for the Ice Lions as the puck is still deep in their Montana State zone. Now they play it out to center ice, and it's deflected right at the red line. Here come the Ice Lions again, quickly up over the line. Ooh, a nifty move, but a good back check right at the last second by the Bobcats as they bring it up over the line. There's one shot towards the goal that was deflected. Connie tried to make it a 2-goal deficit again. It's played out into the neutral zone area, and the Ice Lions will bring it up over the line, over on the wide side, skating it in behind the goal. Pocket picked right to the right of Butler, and it's going to now be played by the Bobcats as we've got about 4 minutes left in this second, or 4 minutes gone rather, in this second period of a 4-1 hockey game. Ice Lions bring it back up into the Montana State zone. Playing it there is Brendan Horgus. And there's one right out in front. And Montana State will come up with it. Pocket picked, getting dumped right in front of us. That time was Josiah Pilskowlins. And now we're going to get some pushing and shoving going. Little retaliation play. And we're going to get a whistle, 15:49 to go. 4-1 Penn State.
We're getting a penalty here. It looks like it's going to be number 22 for Montana State.
Kind of a retaliation play that time.
Bryce Beecher. He's getting
So this will be the third power play for the Ice Lions. They are 1 for 2 this afternoon, and they look to pad their 4-1 lead over the Bobcats. Off the face-off, Penn State controls it at the point with a shot deflected wide that time by Losick. Puck played back out to the blue line, and now they play it out to, there's a little tic-tac-toe play right at the doorstep by the Ice Lions. They skate it back out to the blue line. O'Donnell quarterbacks it over into the corner. Back out on top, throws it towards the net, tip, right at the doorstep, and it's going to be deflected out to the center ice area. Coming in shorthanded, Quaylen with a try, but he's bounced off the puck.
Tell you what, Butler didn't see that puck. He was able to put his pad out and make that save.
Oh, there's one shot towards the goal. Screen that time was the goaltender Holtforster. Now it comes up over the line in the Montana State end as they dig away at it in behind the goal. Setting it up right out in front at the point. Deflected over on the near far side. Held in at the blue line with a shot. Deflected up over the top of the goal. Puck's going to roll back out to center ice. A minute gone in the power play, 14:45 in the second period of a 4-1 hockey game. O'Donnell throws it in behind the goal for the Ice Lions. Grieco will tip it in behind the goal, looking to set it up. Good play on defense by the Bobcats as they look to get the puck out of the zone. There's one loose right at the doorstep again, deflected over into the corner. Now the Ice Lions have it up at the point with a shot, deflected in the slot area. And the Bobcats will clear at the length of the ice, and we'll get some fresh legs out on the power play with 25 seconds left with the extra man for the Ice Lions. Puck played into the Montana State zone. They'll easily be able to clear it, but it's a good play to hold it in, and indeed they're going to call offsides as he couldn't quite get onside with the puck, that being Freddie Monkman.
I'll tell you what, that was a close one. It was very close. I would have said it could have gone either way. The angle we're at, we're close to the blue line, not as straight on as the linesman was. So I'm sure he probably made the right call.
Every once in a while, the anticipation call creeps up.
Yep.
And, it was very, very close. I agree with you, JP. Puck played over on the far side. Bounced off the puck was Monkman. They still come up with it. The Ice Lions looking to set it up. There's a play right out in front. Deflected over into the near corner. Here come the Bobcats. Power play over. Quickly over the line. Pilskalens comes in. His shot deflected over into the corner. They still chop at it over on the left face-off circle. The Lions try to clear the zone. The Bobcats now lose the puck as the Ice Lions bring it up over the line. They come in on over the left side. Drop pass, but nobody home. Deflected over to the right of Butler. Oh, there was a dangerous play. Held in, though, by the Ice Lions. They play it over into the corner. Luke Bing tries to make a play on it to get the puck out of the zone. Ross Jewell throws it around the boards. And the puck's deflected out of play in the Penn State end. 13:09 to go. 4-1 Penn State. You're watching the ACHA Nationals, and JP, Penn State coming out with a little more vigor, especially after that power play goal.
Yeah, being up really helps this team, but one thing you got to look at, right now it's 4-1. You know what that means. As Brett Luthman and I refer to it on our broadcast, it's the worst lead in hockey, the 3-goal lead. You either get content with the 3 goals and start to play a little bit loose and a little bit tight, I should say, and not keep up with the offense, and the other team catches up, or you build on your lead there. And right now it's the most dangerous lead in hockey, the 3-goal lead.
Ross Hansen, I'm sorry, JP. Ross Hansen brings it up over the line, played over in the near corner now. Here they come again. Penn State with the puck. Drop back. There's a one-time. Oh, what a good play. I anticipated the one-timer, but Luke Bing was able to break it up for the Bobcats as they play it deep in their own zone. Penn State with the pressure still in the Bobcat end, and now it's cleared out to center ice. Almost a 3-on-2 break, but here comes Penn State again. Up over the line, O'Donnell. Check that. There's a shot kicked away by Granatier. Butler with the save. They roll it around the boards. Held in over on the far side. Now it drifts out to center ice. 21-11, the shots on goal in favor of the Ice Lions as the puck is played in the Montana State zone. Tipped out to center ice, going after it is Perius. Perius will throw it down into the Penn State end as the Bobcats make some changes on the fly. 11:50 to go in this second period. Penn State will make the next rush as they get it out of the zone, out to center ice. Nice cross-ice pass. Here comes O'Donnell up over the line with a shot. Deflected high in the air. Grieco tried to make the shot on the rebound, but it was deflected out to the point. Bobcats able to clear out through center ice. Skating it up over the line. Nifty move to come in on goal. But a good play by Holtforster to come out of the crease to gobble that one up to save a potential breakaway.
It looked as though it was a 2-on-1 developing there. And the puck carrier, Connor Steffen, could have made a pass over to his right and might have had a chance of a breakaway. But, he obviously didn't choose to do that, and the puck got a little bit too far in front of him to catch up to it.
Face-off will be to the right of Will Holtforster, the junior goalie out of Mississauga, Ontario. There's a scrum in front of the net, still looking for that loose puck. They dig away at it. And the Ice Lions trap it over in the far corner. Puck played in behind the Ice Lions goal still. Trying to make a play on it. They dig at it in behind the goal. Now it's deflected over into the near corner. They fight for it over there. Finally, we get a whistle.
It's going to be a slash.
Indeed. Good call, JP, as we're going to get another power play coming up. And this one's going to be for the Bobcats. Lassick will take a seat in the sin bin for 2 minutes. And that will be back in. And he'll hand it off to Conti as the Bobcats now will look to get the power play set up in the Lions zone, but a
icing.
Real bad icing play that time by the Bobcats, JP. That's going to bring the faceoff down into their zone.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. You really don't. You want to make sure that pass is there, especially just to get over the red center ice line. And unfortunately for Montana State, that pass wasn't there, and it cost them.
The faceoff indeed will be to the right of Butler, as the Ice Lions will look to keep the pressure down in that zone shorthanded. Both teams with a shorty here this afternoon, as Penn State has a power play goal and a shorthanded goal. Montana State trying to do the same thing. The puck is still played by the Ice Lions deep in their own zone. They're shorthanded for another minute and 25 seconds on the slashing call to Lassick as the puck is played down into the Montana State zone. Halfway through this opening game in the Day 2 of the Division II National Championships, Penn State on top 4-1 over the Bobcats of Montana State. Lou Gamlin along with John Peterson here for this opening game of Day 2. Montana State with the power play trying to set it up as it's played right at the blue line. Good play. Here comes Penn State with a short-handed opportunity. Grieco comes in with a shot. Oh, he had the deke mood, but the puck just rolled right past the crease. And the Bobcats really dodged a bullet that time, JP.
Yeah, Penn State almost 2 for 2 with the shorthanded attempts.
Boy, Grieco again over the line, throws it towards the goal. Deflected away by Butler. Coming in was Olave, shorthanded as well. Here's a 2-on-2 the other way for the Bobcats as they circle it around to set up the power play. And another good back check by the Ice Lions on the penalty kill as it's deflected out to center ice. And the Bobcats just, JP, can't get anything going on the power play.
No, they're just having their troubles holding on to the puck and setting up in the offensive zone. Penn State's doing a really good job of clogging up the middle and cutting off the blue line.
Really impressed with the speed in the second period by the Ice Lions here after 20 minutes. Coming up over the line with the last seconds of the power play are the Bobcats. They set it up at the point with a shot. Deflected wide of the goal, taken by Cody Thomas. Puck over on the far corner. Here come the Ice Lions. Outlet pass. Almost a breakaway that time for Horgus. Horgus has got the fourth goal, the power play goal. And there's a play over the near corner. And it's going to be held off, gloved off by Holt Forster. And we're going to get our media timeout. 8:26 to go here in the second period. 4-1 Penn State.
When I was a film student at Montana State University, I learned to create the unexpected. So when I directed my first feature documentary about a 3,000-mile ride on wild horses, I naturally turned to my MSU family for help. I knew they would have what it takes to get the job done. Together we created Unbranded. At Montana State University, nothing is impossible.
Broadcast Network, day 2 of the 2019 ACHA Division II National Championships. Lou Gamlin along with my tag team partner, John Peterson. JP, that was a big opportunity for Montana State on the power play, but it was the Ice Lions who really took it to the Bobcats shorthanded.
Yeah, you know what? Forget the power play. Montana State's got to have a little better communication going into the offensive zone because just before the media timeout, you had Orion Herman who was going in on the right side, one-on-one. He had an open man across the ice in the middle of the ice all alone for Montana State, and he tried to shoot. I don't know if he didn't realize that he had the guy over there or he just had a mental block, but he took a shot and wound up hitting the referee.
Boy, I'll tell you what, JP, that's a great point. Andrew and I were talking about that in their game against Aquinas. They had at least a half a dozen of those opportunities last night, something that they're definitely going to have to work on. There's some pressure, though, being applied in the Penn State end, and Holt Forster had to cover that one up.
Yeah, Holt Forster, again, coming up big for Penn State when he needs to. A little bit different today than yesterday. Yesterday it was the power plays that did him in. When you're down a man on the ice, it really gets to you. But, he's doing a good job today.
24-17, the shots on goal still in favor of Penn State. And they've got the 4-1 lead over the Bobcats. Face-off thrown down into the Montana State zone. Penn State going after it, coming up with the puck. Monkman almost had an opportunity. Here's a potential breakaway. Here comes Pattinen on goal with a shot deflected wide. Big play by Holt Forster again. Here comes Penn State the other way. 2-on-2 up over the line again. Monkman. Monkman gets his pocket picked as the puck rolls in behind the net. Hendrickson has it in behind the goal. Plays it over to Monkman. Held up at the point by Bornasian. Puck played in behind the goal as the Ice Lions have it. And there's a centering pass in the slot with a shot deflected high off the glass. Played over in the far corner. Penn State again with the pressure. There's a shot. Whistled up over the top of the goal. Puck deflected out to center ice. Coming up with the play, the Ice Lions. They look to clear the zone to get some fresh legs out on the ice. On the change, here comes the Bobcats. Forbes comes up over the line, dumps it over into the far corner as we come up to 7 minutes left here in this second period. Again, 4-1 our score. As the only goal of the second period, a power play goal. Stefan Horgas with the goal, the State College, Pennsylvania senior, as the puck is played back into the zone of Penn State. 25-18 shots on goal advantage. Oh, nice nifty move coming up to the blue line, but losing control of the puck was Gavin Gary, and it's played in behind the Penn State goal as the Bobcats had to touch up onside. 6.5 minutes to go in this second period. Puck cleared down into the Penn State zone. The Ice Lions look to clear the puck. They get it out into the neutral zone, but Penn State couldn't quite get it into the Bobcat zone. Now we're going to get an icing call. Good call, JP. 6:15 to go, second period. 4-1 in favor of the Ice Lions.
Just got to be a little more accurate with that pass. You know, it just, I can't, you know, emphasize it more. You're just killing yourself every time you ice the puck like that.
That'll bring the faceoff back down into the Montana State zone to the right of Butler, and it's controlled by the Bobcats. They skated around in behind their own goal, Cody Thomas, and we get a whistle, stoppage of play.
I believe the net came off as he went around the net.
All right, so that'll keep the faceoff deep in the Montana State zone. They'll switch places, and they'll go to Butler's left this time. Taking the face-off will be Alave as he will go up against Ryan Perius for Montana State. Won by the Ice Lions, and there's a shot by Jake O'Donnell right into the breadbasket of Butler. He'll hang on. That'll be the 26th shot of the game for the Ice Lions, and that'll keep the face-off deep in the zone. Orion Herman will take the face-off for the Bobcats. He'll go up against Alave. This one fought 4-1 by the Ice Lions with a shot, and he scores! Adam Alave will get the one-timer past Butler, and that's a huge one, JP. That makes it 5-1 in favor of the Ice Lions.
Yeah, that was a pretty goal by Alave, taking the, getting the puck off the face-off in his slot, and able to go up top, right under the crossbar. Little bar down action there for Alave. 5-1 now. This could be getting late early for Montana State.
13:58, the time of the goal, as it's now 5-1 in favor of the Ice Lions. A big goal for Alave. I believe that's his second of the tournament, as he really puts some breathing room in there for the Ice Lions. Unassisted is the goal for Alave, so they're going to glove it off as Butler. So, and if you're Montana State now, JP, you're going to really have to regroup for a second. And then when is it that you think they got to start taking some chances to try to get back into this one?
I think it's the times now, to be honest with you. They've really got to get moving here because, you know, you could see it's the play slowly wearing them down. You know, Penn State's having more and more opportunities coming this way. And they just got to try and, you know, counterpunch and get something happening.
Just like that one, Penn State had one at the doorstep again. A loose puck teed up and ready to go, but fortunately for the Bobcats, it squirted away from the goal. Puck played in behind the Montana State goal. The Ice Lions really putting the heat on the Bobcats right now as the ice is tilted in their favor. There's a play in the slot with a shot, deflected right out in front. That one taken by Horgas as he was looking for his second goal of the afternoon. Puck hopped over the stick of Lasic as the Bobcats look to try to make a play on it. As it's now in the neutral zone, here come the Ice Lions. They toe drag it up over the line with a big hit. Nice clean hit by Jewell. And it's played in behind the Montana State goal. Centering pass, deflected up over into the corner. Played in behind the Bobcat goal again. The Ice Lions are really putting the heat on, as we mentioned. Puck over in the far corner. They set it up over there now in behind the goal. Horgas again plays it in behind the Montana State goal. He's bounced off the puck. There's one centered, but nobody home. Here comes Forbes. He's going to just skate amongst three defenders, and he'll throw it into the glove of Holtforster, who dumps it off. We get line changes for the Bobcats as we're down to 4:22 to go in this second period of a 5-1 hockey game. The Ice Lions skated up into the Bobcat zone, played over on the right side. Pocket is picked, as coming up with it is Clayland. Cross ice pass over to Herman. Herman brings it over to Padden. Padden over on the far side. Now here come the Ice Lions, 2-on-2 the other way. Now 3-on-2. There's one thrown right towards the net. Crashing in on goal that time was Mockman, looking for his second goal of the afternoon. Now coming up with it is Johnson. Johnson over on the right side, skates towards the goal. Instead he centers it, nobody home. Penn State with another opportunity that time. Mockman in behind the goal. He's bounced off the puck that time by Truex. They dig at it over on the far side. Down to 3.5 to go in this second period. Puck played in the slot area with a shot. Deflected before it got to the goal. Puck in behind the goal. They play it over on the right side. Now it's going to squirt out into the neutral zone area where it's played by Johnson, and he'll throw it out to center ice.
Montana State needs a whistle. If I was the goaltender, I'd fall on it. There you go.
Good call.
Yeah, they were starting to labor. They were trying to get the puck out and down the other end, didn't want to ice it to get a change, and they really needed that whistle. Good play by Butler.
3:10 to go here in this second period. 31-19 the shot advantage for the Ice Lions, as they have definitely carried the play here this afternoon. 5-1 on top of Montana State. Face off to the right of Butler as we get the face off. Controlled by the Bobcats, thrown around the boards, played by Gavin Gary of the Bobcats. He tries to clear the zone. It's played in behind the goal. Now played over on the right side and out to center ice. Puck lifted into the Penn State zone, or the Montana State zone rather. And now the Bobcats look to make a rush, but right there, good defensive play by Lewandowski for the Ice Lions. Now it's loose. We're going to get a tripping call coming up to Penn State. That's one of those, JP. Everybody in the building saw that one. You couldn't hide that one.
No, that was definitely a penalty there.
Well, we said it before. Here's your chance to take chances, but now you've got the extra man for a couple of minutes. Let's see if the Bobcats can get a power play goal, which proved to be the Ice Lions' Achilles heel yesterday.
Yeah, they've definitely got to get something going here if they want to get back into this game.
Time of the penalty was 17-19, as the puck is now cleared out to center ice, and the the Bobcats will look to set up their power play. Puck played in the neutral zone. Coming up with it is Worcester. Check that. Luke Bing, the captain, tries to come in on goal, but a good back check by the Ice Lions as they send it down the length of the ice. Puck played in behind the Bobcats' goal now, as they're going to skate it and try to set up the power play. We've got a minute 25 left. Here comes a shorthanded opportunity. Here comes O'Donnell. Nice give to Grieco. But a good defensive play by the Bobcats. They're going to try to skate it into the zone now. Bing. Bing with a shot. Oh, it handcuffed it Holt Forster for a moment. But just a slight moment as he's able to hang on to the puck. A minute 13 to go in the power play. 1:53 to go in the second period here on day 2 of the national tournament, as JP will get an on-ice interview with one of the Penn State folks here in the second intermission. Face off to the left of Holt Forster. Puck played over in the corner now, deflected out to center ice. And it's going to roll down into the Montana State zone as the Bobcats will look to regroup with the puck. They skated out into the neutral zone. Here comes a giveaway. Almost a shorthanded opportunity, as going in on goal was Delia, but Russell Connie was heads up that time to get the back check in there to stop the potential breakaway. 1:24 to go here in this second period. 48 seconds left in the minor penalty to Damian DeLaurinaitis for tripping. Puck to the left. Puck to the left of the goaltender Butler. We got a score on the other rink, and North Carolina State looking to bounce back after yesterday's tough loss, as they're on top of Northern Colorado by the score of 2-1. Puck loose deep in the Penn State end now as the Bobcats set up the power play. Up at the point with it is Perius. Perius skates it over on the left side, back out on top. He's got the quarterback position on the power play. There's a shot loose. Oh, wide open net that time for Montana State, but they couldn't come up with a puck. And the Ice Lions will clear it the length of the ice. Both teams will get their second unit out on the power play with 5 seconds left. 45 seconds left in the period. Montana State will skate it out into the Ice Lions zone. Over in the corner, Perius. Perius skates it around now over on the near side. They drop it off over in the corner. There's one rolling around to the far side. 30 seconds left. Both teams at full strength with a shot. Whistling wide of the goal. Puck played out to center ice, coming up over the line with it as Penn State's Olave. There's a shot. Long rebound. Here comes Montana State. 2-on-2. Pass a little too strong for Beecher as it's played in behind the Penn State goal. 9 seconds left in the period. Puck loose over in the near corner, and the puck will be cleared. And that'll just about do it for the second period of play. A fortuitous period for Penn State as they've increased their lead to 5-1. 2 second period goals. Ryan Padden shorthanded, or check that, Brendan Horgus on the power play, and then Adam Olave at 13:58 to make it a 5-1 lead for the Ice Lions. And the shots on goal, 32-20 in favor of Penn State, as we're going to take it down to JP for an intermission on ice interview. And let's take it right now.
All right, thanks, Lou. We're down here with Coach Myers. Coach, big effort today. You guys come out here, look like a much different team here in this one as opposed to yesterday with a 5-1 lead.
Yeah, I think we have a lot more urgency. You know, we're in a must-win situation, so you see our guys blocking shots, and we're getting in front of the net for some traffic and doing everything we can to get a win here.
Shorthanded opportunities providing you with some offense. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I think that's something we talked about, was make sure if we get a chance, let's go for it. Again, we're doing everything in our power to get a win and stay in this tournament. So if we're shorthanded, we're still going to try to get some goals here.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you very much.
Lou, back up to you.
Thanks, JP. 40 minutes into the books here on day 2, opening game of the 2019 ACHA National Tournament. Penn State 5, Montana State 1. We'll be back in about 14 minutes for the third and final period here on the ACHA Broadcast Network. Welcome back to the ACHA Broadcast Network. 40 minutes into the books. We're just about set to go with the third period of play. Penn State on top 5-1 with a 32-20 shots on goal advantage. Yours truly, Lou Gamlin, along with John Peterson. JP, 20 minutes left. Very impressed with the effort of Penn State here this afternoon. They came out ready to play after a tough loss yesterday.
Yeah, they did. And as Coach Myers told us on the intermission interview, they don't want to get eliminated. They don't want to go home. So they come out with a little more urgency, and they know they got to perform here and get to tomorrow. And they're definitely showing us what they're made of here.
There's still a long ways to go in this tournament. You can still make it to the semifinals, as you've mentioned earlier, with a loss, as they still have to play Aquinas in their pool. Aquinas and Northeastern with a big game here tonight that you and I are going to have the privilege of calling at 7 o'clock local time. So Penn State has to keep their foot on the throttle. If you're Montana State, hey, we've seen deficits of 4 goals been erased before in one period. As looks like we're going to get a change in goal for Montana State. Patrick Healy, thank you very much. The freshman goaltender out of Morrison, Colorado, will take over, and we're going to get some repair work done in front of the Montana State bench. So, JP, maybe this is a little bit of a, change in momentum maybe for Montana State. Maybe they can use anything right now that they can use to get back into this.
Yeah, a little change of momentum. Given a young guy, freshman coming into the team, some experience here at Nationals, and that's sometimes that's what you want to do. Montana State might not feel that they can come back in this one. They're down 4. They've only scored 1 goal today in this tournament so far. So, maybe they're just putting it up to getting guys experience that you wouldn't really normally see in that.
That's a great point, JP. Yeah. I talked with Larry Taylor earlier in my show. He's the head coach in Nebraska in the D3 level, and comparison to that, last year they made it for the first time into the national tournament. They were a very young team, and he said, we came here with the happy to be here mentality, but we wanted to learn something. And I kind of think Montana State right now might be in that boat. They're a very young team, and I think getting Healy some action in a game that means something isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, it definitely is. You always hear about guys wanting experience. Well, the only way you're going to get experience is to play. And when you get young guys come in on a team that gets this far, you want this experience to go a long way. And, if you can get them time here, and time tomorrow, they could take that into next season and be like, hey, I know what it's like to play in a national tournament. I'm ready for this show ahead of us. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to get time for these guys, especially if you really feel like you're not going to be doing much, after today. Obviously they'll have another game tomorrow. It's probably going to be meaningless if they do lose today. Chances are, you'll just be playing out the string, and good for the coach to recognize that and get these guys some playing time.
Over on the other rink, real quick, Northern Colorado is up 3-2 on North Carolina State. Northern Colorado, they tied yesterday with Trine, so that's a big win for them if they can hang on to win that one. Still have a chance tomorrow in the final game to get a shot to go into the semifinals out of their pool. Here we go with the third period of play after a little bit of maintenance, if you will, getting done on both sides of the benches, as Penn State will bring the puck over the line, drop pass, coming in on goal with a play. Healy will have to be sharp to pay attention right away, the freshman goaltender. There's a shot, whistled wide of the goal, taken by Losick. Puck played out to center ice. Losick will gain control of that puck over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell plays it over to Grieco. Grieco loses his footing as he comes over the blue line, and the Bobcats will clear the zone as we've got about 30 seconds into this one and our first whistle. 5-1, Penn State on top.
Yeah, we're looking ahead to tomorrow. If you're Penn State, you still got the opportunity to advance. If Aquinas wins today and beats Northeastern, Penn State could still win in advance if they play Aquinas and win tomorrow, because they would have the head-to-head over Aquinas, and both would be 2-1.
Puck played in the neutral zone and now deflected over into the Montana State zone real quick. Coming up over the line with a shot deflected wide of the goal. That shot taken by Luke Bing, the freshman out of Big Sky, Montana. Puck played over on the far side as they now played out to center ice. This one's going to go down into the Montana State end for an icing call. 1 minute gone in this third period. 5-1 our score. Penn State on top.
And now, if Montana State's going to do anything in this game, it's got to start now. You know, you're a minute and a second in. You gotta get something here.
Face-off will be to the left of the goaltender, Holt Forster, as it's won by Montana State. It hops over the stick. Here come the Ice Lions up over the line. Horgus tries to come in on goal, but a good defensive play in the back end by Montana State. Good play by Truex, the assistant captain, senior out of Bozeman, Montana. Now it's played out to the neutral zone area as it's going to be a cross-ice pass over to Jolie Delia as he looks to backtrack it to get the momentum started for the Ice Lions. Lifted out to center ice with a minute and a half gone here in this third period. And they're going to wave off the icing. The goaltender was putting his glove up, but the referees were having nothing to do with that as the puck is deflected out to center ice. And the Bobcats will come up with it. Throwing it into the Ice Lions zone is Connor Steffen. Played in behind the goal. They chop at it in behind the Penn State goal. Montana State comes up with it, looking to try to make a play on it with a shot. The deflection wasn't there as it went wide of the goal. Played over in the far corner. They dig away at it, does the Nittany Lion, or the Ice Lions rather. They play it now deep in the Penn State zone still. Good play to hold it in by the Bobcats. Throw it towards the goal. There's an opportunity. Puck is loose in the slot, but the Ice Lions come up with it. Weather the storm. Played out to center ice. There's one deflected off the safety netting. JP with 17:38 to go. Montana State with a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, Montana State coming out trying to make themselves known here and get something back, but unfortunately they weren't able to connect. And, you can only come close so many times without having it happen.
Face-off will be out to center ice right in front of us, and it's controlled by the Ice Lions. Good win by DeLaurentitis as it's played down into the Montana State zone. 2.5 gone in this third period. We got a 5-1 hockey game as the puck is played out to center ice. Deflected down into the Penn State zone. Going after it for the Ice Lions, Adam Johnson. Held in over in the corner now. Here they come out of the zone. Lead pass coming up over the line. Granatier, he comes over, but his pocket is picked. Good back check by the Bobcats as they try to clear the zone as well. Puck held in at the blue line, now played out to center ice. Actually, it's thrown towards the goal with a shot, and they score! Mark Granatier, I believe, will get credit for the goal. And it's 6-1 now in favor of the Ice Lions. Time of the goal, 3 minutes and 1 second.
Yeah, that's a big goal for Penn State, just putting the nails deeper into the coffin here.
Big goal for Mark Granatier as he makes it 6-1 in favor of Penn State. And that's going to make it a very, very big hill to climb if you're Montana State as they now trail by 5 goals. Unassisted will be the goal. That is the second straight unassisted goal for the Ice Lions as it's now 6-1 in favor of Penn State. 3 minutes and 1 second the time of the goal. Here comes a breakaway coming up over the line, coming in on goal. There's a shot and he scores! Adam Olave with the goal, and that's his second of the afternoon, and it's now 7-1 in favor of the Ice Lions.
And there's nothing you can do about that one. A shot blocked off the point, goes streaking past the defenseman. Olave picks it up, goes in, makes a perfect shot up high. I tell you what, when it rains, it pours here.
Oh, boy, does it ever. 28 seconds apart, 2 goals for Penn State. And JP, real quick, this is big for Penn State if you're going to start to figure in tiebreakers.
Yeah, goal differential is a big one.
Now, we could talk a little about that. Should it come down to a 3-way tie or what have you, and it comes down to that. Aquinas with a 6-goal differential, Penn State now with a 6-goal differential. Could play a big part. You never know.
Yeah, that's why if you're Penn State, you want to keep You want it?
There's a goal.
Oh, wow.
It bounced right off the back of the net. Good play that time by Forbes with a one-timer. So just as we talk about goal differential, JP, it's now 7-2 in favor of Penn State.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That's a big goal there for Montana. You're coming back into this one, and you want to make sure you're playing, and that could possibly, change that tie differential.
3 goals between the two teams in 54 seconds. So the lights are being lit up here in Plano, Texas. 7-2 now our score. 3:55 the time of the goal. 3 unassisted goals back to back to back here this afternoon, JP. And I like that with Montana State. Off of that face-off, they came with guns a-blazing down into the zone in that one-timer right in the back of the net.
It's the effort that you need. You've seen an individual effort there in the beginning of the period by Connor Steffen, and now, that one right there by Forbes. It's, it's just got to happen for them.
Well, you mentioned it too, JP, is now, back in the second period was the time for Montana State to start taking some chances. I think they even got to step that up a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. The individual effort's got to come together by everybody and make it a team effort. And that's, giving it not 100%, but 1,000%.
Ooh, there's one shot in traffic that time by Cody Thomas. Deflected away. Here come the Ice Lions. They skated up into the neutral zone. Bringing it up over the line was Horgas. Horgas with a shot up over the top of the goal. Still 34-21, the shots on goal advantage for Penn State, as they enjoy the 5-goal lead, but skating it up into the zone will be Stefan Horgas, and his pocket is picked. Here come the Bobcats as they look to regroup to get the puck out of their zone and out to center ice. Puck deflected into the neutral zone, played right there at the blue line, and it's played by the Ice Lions as they throw it down into the Bobcat zone. We're going to get an icing call. 14:48 to go, regulation time, 7-2 in favor of the Ice Lions.
Yeah, they're stepping it up here. This is probably the best effort I've seen Penn State give here at region and at nationals in the last 2 seasons.
They lost yesterday 5-2, so if it were to stand right now, their goal differential would be +2. So like you said, they've got to get as much as they can. And there's a shot that's whistled wide of the goal. Holtforster out on all fours to make the save. It's loose. And we're going to get a penalty call. Good call there, JP, as they'll untangle the bodies in front of the net, if you will, and we'll get the penalty call. And and that's the thing too I was going to mention is it's you're not pouring it on, and the teams know that because they've got to get as many goals as they can with that tiebreaker situation.
Yeah, that's the thing. You worry about giving up goals, but you got to worry about scoring them, and that's the thing.
Brian Green's going to go to the penalty box for the Ice Lions rather, as they give Montana State another chance on the power play. But as we've mentioned, both teams have had a shorthanded goal here this afternoon, so anything can happen right now. We've noticed that here today.
Yeah, anything can happen, and that's the one thing that you look at your game plan. You look at in this tournament again the goal differentials, the records. It all comes into play.
I like what you and Corey Myers had to say too, JP, about the shorthanded situations and how they really worked on those to try to get those extra goals. Here comes Penn State. They'll lift it out of the zone shorthanded. Power play for Montana State with 1:35 left in the power play. 14:10 to go. Regulation time. The Bobcats now clear the zone as they look to set up the power play. Skating it up over the line is Bing. Throws it down into the corner, but it's quickly dumped the length of the ice by the Ice Lions as they're down to 1:20 left in the power play are the Bobcats. Under 14 to go in regulation time, a 7-2 lead for Penn State. Here's a giveaway. Coming up short-handed up over the line, Horgas. Or check that, it was Olave looking for the hat trick. He slips as he falls down over on the right side. So an opportunity, just as we talked about, for the Ice Lions. Coming up over the line, nifty move to go in the corner was Perius. Perius skates it in behind the goal, looking to set up the power play. Puck loose now, picked up over in the far corner. Dumped over in behind the goal. Set up over on the left face-off circle. Drop pass coming up with the puck is Coulter. Coulter's shot deflected. Now here come the Ice Lions trying to clear the zone, but a good play by the defenseman, or the forward rather, Pilskalens for Montana State. Cross ice pass now. Played over on the right side with a shot. Oh, it went in behind the goal. Still loose over on the left side. Now back on top. Cross ice pass, right face-off circle. Now on top with it are the Bobcats. One-timer wide of the goal. Deflects over on the right side. Down to 10 seconds left in the power play. There's one thrown towards the net. Ooh, a juicy rebound. Going to be deflected out to center ice. And that'll do it for the power play for Montana State.
Yeah, Montana State coming close a few times there on the power play, just not able to put it behind the goaltender.
And it's going to be cleared now right at the goal. And Holt Forster will just clear it aside as we're down to 12:20 to go in this third period. A 5-goal lead for Penn State as they look to get their first win of the 2019 National Championships. There's a giveaway coming up over the line. Penn State has it. 2-on-3 though. They throw an out-angled shot deflected wide of the goal. Played over in the near corner, and now it's deflected out to center ice. Nice move by Quaylen, but an even nicer move to clear the zone. That time by Horgas, who's got 1 goal here this afternoon. Puck played over to the blue line, and it's still in the Penn State, or actually out into the neutral zone now as Dahlia has it. He dumps it down into the Montana State zone. Blue line as Penn State keeping the pressure on in the Montana State zone. Oh, there's a play right to the right of the goal as the new goaltender Healy had to be on it, and it's played out to center ice where Penn State will come up with it. Icing will be the call. 11:20 to go here in this third period. Penn State with a nice 5-goal lead, but JP, as we keep saying, they can't let up here now. Goals are always at a premium.
Yeah, you can't. If you're Penn State, you don't want to give up any more goals because you're, like you said, a +2 right now in goal differential, and that could come into play.
Face-off will be to the left of Holt Forster as they dig away at it over on the far side, held in at the point. There's one thrown over into the near side as Montana State will look to set it up. Ross Jewell throws it back down into the corner, but right into the teeth of a couple of Ice Lions as they play it up over the line, coming over into the near corner. Worcester, there's a shot thrown towards Healy, and the freshman out of Morrison, Colorado will glove it and hang on as we're down to 11:01 to go here in regulation time. Face-off will be to Healy's left, and it's controlled now by the Bobcats. They cannot clear the zone just yet. Now they do. It squirts out into the Penn State zone. Backtracking with the puck is Johnson. He plays it off the linesman, or very close anyways, and the whistle sounds and we'll get a face-off with 10:49 to go.
Guess it went off the bench area, right?
I believe that's what it was, and it's going to come down to the right of Holt Forster, the junior goalie out of Mississauga, Ontario. I love saying that name. We had a couple of people that we'll see this afternoon from that town here at the national tournament on a variety of teams. There's a puck played out to the blue line. Here comes Montana State trying to get numbers up over the line. Drop pass by Quaylen. He's looking to find Perius. Oh, there's a play just wide of the goal. Puck thrown over into the near corner. Now they look to set it up in on goal with a shot taken by Padden, deflected again over in the near corner. Held in at the blue line with a shot in traffic. Kicked away. Still loose Montana State with a little bit of pressure. Cross ice pass. Ooh, a little too strong for Quaylen. We've got a Nittany or an Ice Lion down, face down on the ice, and finally we get a stoppage of play as 10:07 is what remains in this third period. 7-2 our score. Penn State on top.
Honestly, you didn't see what happened. I don't know if it was a leg or a foot hit with a puck or a stick in an area you don't want it.
Unfortunately, my eyes were on the puck in the near corner as well, JP. I didn't see it either. All of a sudden I saw him sprawled out. Hopefully it's nothing serious, just maybe, like you say.
Hit with a puck or something. That's Lassick there. That's laboring a little bit. And it looks like it's probably going to be some type of ankle or leg. He probably got hit with a puck.
That could very well
you get
be.
hit with a puck in that area that the padding just disappears in your skate. And I've taken a couple of those off the ankle. I remember as a defenseman, I took 2 shots off the ankle in the same exact spot, and I was like done for the day.
Man, my left foot just cringes because I've got spaghetti ankles from my job, twisting it so many times.
Yep.
Ugh. You know, it always amazes me, JP, at, the guts and the grit of a hockey player. They slide to block these shots that are point blank from about, that are coming at you 100 miles an hour. It just, it's amazing to me.
Yeah. The one thing I can't understand is why anybody would want to be a goalie. But the other thing I can't understand is why people want to go out and block shots. It reminds me of the New York Rangers a couple of years back when they had John Tortorella as their coach. They were famous for blocking shots, and it got them so far in the playoffs. And, it just didn't work out because they were too banged up from blocking shots all year,
And the other one that always makes me cringe when I see them block a shot is when the St. Louis Blues played the Red Wings in the playoffs back in their heyday about 20 years ago when Pronger took one in the heart.
Yeah.
And he almost died right there on the ice, and it makes you cringe.
Yep.
But, that's hockey. You don't think about that in the heat of the moment.
You don't. You just do what you got to do to get your body in front of the puck.
Puck loose now deep in the Penn State end, skating in behind the goal. Going after it for Montana State was Kleiner as they dig away at it. They still look to try to make the puck check that. That's Connor Steffen. Played over in the far corner. Now the Ice Lions will drop it, get it out of the zone, trying to set up a 2-on-2. O'Donnell with his fan club right in front of us looking to get another goal. Playing in behind the Montana State goal. They skate it now back out to the point. There's a one-timer loose. Kicked away. Here comes Montana State. Lead pass out to center ice. 2-on-2 the other way. And they're going to throw that one deflected in behind the goal. Chasing after it is Steffen. He's got it in behind the Penn State blue line, or goal rather. Out to the point, held in. Good play on defense that time by Penn State. 9:18 to go in this third period. Puck played out to the red line rather at center ice. Digging away at it right in front of us. Joey Dahlia going up against Orion Herman. And coming up, Montana State with a huge hit that time. Laying the lumber was Horgas. Played over in the far corner. Puck right out in front. Now it's going to be cleared the length of the ice. And we'll get an icing call. 8:51 left to go. And, I guess they're going to wave it off. Okay, well, puck still played out at center ice. And it's going to be dumped into the neutral zone area. And finally, Montana State will come up with it. And they're going to dump it down into the Penn State end in behind the goal. Chasing after it is Horgas for Penn State. He's going to lift it out to the blue line, held in by Montana State. Now it's deflected over the bench. And we're going to get our media timeout, JP. 8:26 to go, 7-2 Penn State. And we're back live here on the ACHA Broadcast Network. Lou Gamlin along with John Peterson, JP. 8:26 to go in this one. Tell us what you think they're saying at the Penn State bench right now in this timeout.
If you're Penn State, you're just saying, let's get the puck over the red line, dump it in, get the forecheck going, possible get an opportunity. Really don't need to worry about scoring too many more goals here, although everyone helps. But you got this game really on the cusp of being done. You just got to wait out the 8:26. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't take no bad penalties. Just go out there and get this one done.
The face-off will be down in the Penn State zone as right before the media timeout, the puck was deflected right at the Penn State banner in behind their bench. And the face-off controlled by Montana State. They threw it over in the near corner, but the Ice Lions come up with it. Skating after the puck is Horgas, the captain, throws it down into the corner, and he's going to go after it as well. They play it over on the right side, the far side, deflected at the blue line, going after it, DeLaurentitis for the Ice Lions as they play it now to the point. and it's going to be deflected right out in front. Oh, and there's another shot. A whiff that time. Puck played over on the far side. Going after it is Quandro for Penn State, and Montana State now will clear the zone.
No.
Deflected at the blue line, rather. Good play by the Ice Lions. Now it's cleared into the Penn State zone, and we'll get an icing call with 7:44 to go. As we mentioned, the last score that we had over on the other rink, it was Northern Colorado still up on North Carolina State 3-2. Northern Colorado jumped out to a 2-0 lead on Trine yesterday, and they ended up with a 2-2 tie. And so they each had a point over there, so that's a big game for Northern Colorado if they can hang on. Puck in the slot area, deflected. Now here come the Bobcats. They skated out over the line and dump it into the near corner. There's a giveaway opportunity. Shot by Bing off the shoulder of Holtforster, and it's going to be played over on the far side with 7:22 to go in regulation time. Coming up with the puck over the line is Horgas. He plays it now, and we're going to get a whistle and a stoppage of play as Healy will hang on to the puck. 7:15 to go, 7-2 our score.
Tell you what, that save over there by Holtforster sounded like it caught a little bit of the mask around the the neck area when he made that shoulder save. Heard a little bit of a plastic sound.
Face off, thrown around the boards, played out to center ice, hopped over the stick of Green for Penn State, goes in behind the Ice Lions goal. They have to backtrack. Now they come out with some wheels. Here comes the rush up over the line. The Ice Lions bring it down into the far corner, throw it around the boards. We get a couple of changes for the Ice Lions. Under 7 to go here in this third period rather. 7-2. Boy, I'll tell you what, a couple of missteps here for me this morning/afternoon. Puck played over in the far corner now as they dig away at it. Now played at the point. Big hit over at the blue line as Penn State still applying the pressure. 6.5 to go here in this third period. Puck played out to center ice, and the Ice Lions will have to regroup and touch on side first as they do, and both teams will make a couple of changes. 37-26, the shots on goal in favor of Penn State here in this opening game of the day 2 of the 2019 ACHA National Championships in D2 pool play. Both teams will get one more game tomorrow to determine who will advance maybe to the semifinals. Penn State with still an outside shot should they win this one and beat Aquinas tomorrow. There's a shot in on goal, deflected wide. Puck played around the corner, and it's going to be lifted out to center ice. Coming up over the line, playing it is O'Donnell. He plays it over in the near corner. He chops away at it with Cody Thomas over the near corner. There's one at the point. Deflected up off the safety nettings of JP. We're down to 5:25 to go. Both teams trying not to just play out the string here, and both trying to. I like the effort on both sides.
Yeah, both sides still giving it their all. It looks like Montana State's trying to hit that big home run pass as they break out of their zone. The forwards are just going up, and the defensemen are trying to hit them with a long one.
Face off, throwing in the far corner. They're going to dig away at it over there. Trying to make a play on it was Adam Lave. He's looking for his third goal of the afternoon. We've seen at least one hat trick, I know, in this D2 tournament. Puck thrown over in the far corner. Nico Grieco throws it over there. Montana State comes up with it. They're going to play it out of the zone, out to center ice, and it's now going to roll down into the Ice Lions zone. Held in at the point by Beecher. Beecher tried to throw it towards the net, but it was deflected before it got there. Now it's at the doorstep. Oh, a big play. Good defensive play by the Ice Lions, and it's now lifted out to center ice where it's going to be played there by the Bobcats. Under 4:40 to go in this third period. Now deflected into the Bobcat zone. They're going to backtrack with the puck. Look to play it out to center ice. Deflected right there. And now a little give and go as both teams try to get possession of the puck. Montana State will just clear the zone. There's a shot that's going to be played by Holtforster. He harmlessly kicks it aside, and it's going to be played by the Ice Lions, deflected out to center ice. We've got a little 3-on-2 opportunity setting up for the Ice Lions. There's one kicked away by Healy. There's another play, and it's going to be gloved off by the freshman goaltender. 4:05 to go here in this third period. 7-2 our score.
Again, Penn State just trying to keep the puck down out of their own defensive zone, making sure that Montana State does not inch closer.
Face-off won by the Ice Lions out at the point with a shot in traffic. Gets juggled loose, right at the doorstep, and they couldn't quite come up with it as it's now going to be played out to center ice. Puck deflected in the neutral zone, now thrown in behind the Montana State goal. There's one out in front for a moment as it's now down to 3:40 to go here in this third period. They lift it out to center ice, and it's going to be played in the Penn State zone. Brendan Horgas will play it around the boards. Now going to be deflected out to center ice and back in the Ice Line zone momentarily. Cross ice play as they try to get it out. Now they're just going to backtrack with it, regroup with a cross ice pass to Green. Green called for it, now throws it out to center ice, and Penn State looks to set it up. Now exactly what they're going to do is get a line change with 3:05 to go here in this third period. Penn State inching closer to a big victory here over Montana State to try to go 1-1 in pool play. Puck played in behind the goal as Penn State looks to keep the pressure on the Montana State freshman goaltender Healy. It's played now in behind the goal. Down to 2:45 left to go in the period. There's a centering play deflected over to the left side. Puck held in on the left face-off circle. Coming up with it is Hendrickson for Penn State. He throws it towards the goal. Big check behind the goal. Now coming up with it is Prius plays it out into the neutral zone. He'll skate it up over the line on the left side. Drop pass that time for Quaylen, but Penn State comes up with it. Coming up over the line, the Ice Lions come in on goal with a shot. Juggled and hung on to by Patrick Healy, and that will stop the clock with 2:15 to go here in this third period. JP pretty much all over but the shouting here for Penn State as they look to even it up at 1-1.
Yeah, Penn State's, again, they still got a chance if they wrap this one up. They've got to have Aquinas beat Northeastern today. That's the only way they can really have a chance for tomorrow. If Northeastern wins today, they would more than likely be able to move on.
With the loss this afternoon, Montana State would be eliminated, so they would be playing for pride tomorrow and, maybe looking forward to learn from it, JP, for next year, because like we talked about, they're a very young team, not looking ahead to them automatically getting back to the Nationals, but it's a great learning experience, and they've got a good young roster coming back.
Yeah, they got a lot of freshmen and sophomore on this team as you look up and down the roster. Not a lot of seniors, some juniors mixed in there, but definitely a team that's going to benefit from the experience of being here.
Face-off now played finally down in the Ice Lion zone, held in by the Bobcats at the blue line. They played over on the far side. There's an odd-angled shot thrown, deflected up over the top of the goal, held in at the point. They played over on the left side. Coming up, Montana State still playing it right out in front at the doorstep. They dig away at it over on the right side, down to 1:28 left to go in the period. Held in at the blue line momentarily that time by Cody Thomas as we approach 1:20 to go in the period. 7-2 our score in favor of Penn State. Puck played down into the Bobcat zone. Both teams making some changes, down to probably one or two more line changes in this one as we're down to 1:05 to go here in regulation time. Olave coming up over the line. He skates it over in the near corner with a centering play. Deflected right out in front. O'Donnell looking to put it past Healy now with 55 seconds left to go in the period. Puck played over in the near corner. They dig away at it over there in behind the Montana State goal. 45 seconds left. Puck held in at the blue line. Now Montana State will come up with it. They'll skate it out of the zone, out to center ice, and it'll be played by the Ice Lions. They'll just dump it down the length of the ice, and we'll get an icing call.
Wow.
35 seconds left. It was a close one.
Yeah, it was definitely a close one. I think if the numbers stay the way they are, I think our O'Donnell family is going to get an interview with their son to take pictures of here.
I think that's a great idea.
He's senior and assistant captain, goal and assist. We'll get him some air time.
35 seconds left to go here in the period. Puck played out to center ice. Going to be deflected now to the blue line. Montana State will just dump it down into the zone. Going to be played there by Holt Forster as we're down to 22 seconds left in the period. As a 7-2 lead for the Ice Lions as they will move on to tomorrow's game. It's going to be an interesting game, something to play for tomorrow afternoon for Penn State now, especially if Aquinas can defeat Northeastern later on tonight. You and I will have the call of that game, JP. 7 o'clock local time, and you hear the horn. That's going to do it. Our final score here in this opening game of day 2 of the 2019 ACHA Division II tournament is Penn State with a 7-2 victory over the Bobcats of Montana State. Third period goals, we had a flurry of them with about the 3-minute mark as Mark Granatire got a unassisted goal at 3:01, and then Adam Alave, a nifty move to steal one at the blue line. He came in all alone, and he got the assist with the crossbar to go into the goal, and that made it 7-1 in favor of Penn State. And then Montana State's Jay Forbes on a breakaway was able to get one past Holt Forster, and he made it 7-2, and that was all within 1 minute. 3:01, 3:29, and 3:55 respectively, and then the shots on goal ended up to be 40-29 in favor of Penn State, as we get the final score of 7-2. And it looks like we are going to have JP down on ice here momentarily with Jake O'Donnell, as he had a goal and a helper in that opening period to set the stage for Penn State as they go to 1-1 in pool play. Now let's take it down to JP with Jake O'Donnell.
All right, thanks, Lou. Down here with Jake O'Donnell, going to assist for you tonight. 7-2 victory. What's this victory mean for you guys in this tournament?
It was awesome. I mean, we had a tough game yesterday. It didn't go quite as we wanted to. We outshot the other team, but couldn't quite put it in the net. But we found the back of the net today, and I think the whole camaraderie of the team was a lot better today. So hopefully we can move on from that going forward tomorrow.
Well, you guys still have an opportunity to advance if Aquinas beats Northeastern tonight. Are you guys going to stick around and watch the game together?
I'm sure some guys will. We're really just focused on controlling what we can control. Come out, get a win tomorrow. Hope for the chips falling where they may, and hopefully we can get into Monday. So.
This is your last tournament, obviously a senior. The last couple didn't go too well for you. What does this mean, this win tonight, and your performance mean for you exactly?
It's awesome. I mean, we did what we needed to do. You know, we need some help, obviously, but just to get a win today feels great. And, you know, we're just trying to, like I said, control what we can control, and we did what we needed to do today.
All right, Jake, thanks for your time. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Lou, back up to you.
All right, JP, once again, our final score this afternoon. Penn State with a big win, 7-2 over the Bobcats of Montana State. And that's going to conclude our first game of day 2 of the 2019 ACHA Division II National Tournament. Again, for John Peterson, yours truly, Lou Gamlin, saying, hey, keep your heads up, keep them sticks down, and as always, keep your minds open. We'll see you soon here on the ACHA Broadcast Network.
Imagine it. Then study it. Take a good hard look. Look at it through this. Turn it on. Turn it off. See what you think tomorrow. Talk about it with him. Share it with her. Test it. Test it again. Try it over here, bring it over there. Put it in action. See how it could help them, or them, or them. We're here to make all of this happen. Who's we? One community of students, faculty, staff, partners, and alumni imagining, collaborating, and inventing our way to a better world.